Good morning, friends. It's Rachel at that 1870s Homestead. And, there just wouldn't be Christmas without, if I could only make one cookie, it would be this, my Cutout cookies. And today we're not going to do in-depth recipe. There's going to be a section in the video that is a still shot of the recipe, so I'd encourage you to pause it and don't try to take notes while I'm doing it, because I've done, I think, at least 2 standalone videos on this recipe. Every Christmas I share my cutouts, and I had some parties to get ready for, neighbor gifts, so I needed to make these up this weekend. But I thought we'd take the time to talk about the importance of, I believe, tradition. And tradition can be any time of the year, whatever it is, whether it's a summer camping trip or something special you do on a holiday. But nothing brings out tradition for me like holidays. And I think about it as soon as I start any kind of preparation for Thanksgiving and Christmas, just what it means to me. And I thought I'd share a little bit of my thoughts with you guys on that. So tradition to me is primarily about making sure people still get together. My family, every now and then it involves friends, but most importantly it's around family for me, and it's a reason to keep coming back together. And it's something about the magic of it all, and in ways, it's a way to keep memories of past loved ones that have gone alive, and share that for generations to come. So every time I use this mixer, I think of my mom. I only really use it this time of year when it's like major holiday baking time, because it was hers. And there are very many Christmas traditions that we have in our household that my mom started with us, or that her mother started with her. And it's ways for me to share the stories of my mom and she passed when I was 23, and my grandmother and my granny at Thanksgiving, and when I cook her recipes. Now this recipe is a little extra special this year, because while I title it Mama's Cutout Cookies in my recipe book, that's because that's what my kids know. But I know that this recipe came from a childhood best friend, and we lost her this year to breast cancer. So it's a great opportunity now for me to incorporate that. I'm thinking back on the times I went to her house and snuck in the refrigerator and ate probably one too many Christmas cutout cookies that she had prepared. And she passed away in February this year from breast cancer. And she was just a wonderful, beautiful person. But I'd encourage you, if you haven't started traditions in your family, if you're young and you haven't started having kids, and you don't even need children for this. It could be about getting siblings and aunts and uncles together. What are those traditions that keep the spark alive and keep the memories going? And it could be like we started one, and we've started several. And we started one a couple years ago, having an annual disc golf tournament with our kids, because it's something that we all enjoy. And it really, really keeps everyone happy. It's something everyone looks forward to. It's things that are stories told in between times of gatherings. It's excitement for planning for the next year. And it just means so very much to me. So if you wouldn't mind, in the comments below, would you leave some of your traditions if you're a household that has traditions, and it might inspire others to adopt them? I thought I'd share some of ours, just specifically what Christmas traditions we have. And I'll share with you if they came from somewhere or if I invented them. But cookies, specifically these Christmas cookies, is a tradition that I started with my kids. I don't remember when, probably when they were old enough to participate in decorating cookies with me. And I've always made them. And then when Todd and I joined households, we thought it would be fun to start an annual Christmas cooking decoration competition. And so that's been going on for 15, 16 years now, where me and the kids, and now me, the kids, and the in-laws, and now soon the grandkids will get involved, where we all decorate cookies, and Todd, our grandpa, is going to be the judge forevermore. And it's just a really fun way to enjoy Christmas cookies and have a little fun and competition. We're a very competitive household. And then my mom started a tradition with us, hiding the pickle in the tree. And it's an old German tradition where you hide a pickle, and it's an ornament in the tree, and everybody has to hunt and find it, and the kid that finds it gets the special prize. So for my mom, it was always a special ornament for us girls, and for my kids, it's always been a game. Another tradition that we have is, it was really important to me that, I guess in hindsight, you kind of think about ways that you would raise your kids either differently or the same that you were raised. And one of the things that was really important from the time I started having children was that they develop a relationship with each other, that they like each other when they grow up, that they hang out with each other as adults. And one of the ways that I did that was we started a brother-sister gift exchange by drawing names. And so they get excited about who's going to be Secret Santa, usually at the end of October, and want mom to draw names so they can start thinking about what that special gift is. And when they're young, the price tag might be capped at $5 or $10. And then as they get to be grown and adults, they kind of set their own caps. And it's just been a really sweet way for them to continue to deliberately share love and think of each other in a unique way. So that's been a fun tradition that we have. Okay guys, don't come at me for the red dye, okay? It's all for the namesake of tradition. And I did buy non-artificial food coloring this year, but I will tell you I've practiced with it twice and you just can't get the same red. So we're gonna sacrifice a few cells for the name of tradition this Christmas. But I wanted to share probably one of the most special Christmas traditions is monkey bread. And every Christmas morning, I can remember as a little girl going in the kitchen bright and early and waiting for my sisters to wake up, watching my mom make monkey bread. And it's this, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of little balls of dough that you roll in butter and cinnamon sugar, and you layer them all up in a bundt pan. And when it's done, it's this cinnamon sugar caramely goodness that you just pull pieces off of and eat. And I think several of my sisters have also carried on that tradition of every Christmas morning we have monkey bread. And then my mom always made sausage balls every Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I'll continue and forevermore only make sausage balls on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so it was really funny this Thanksgiving. I asked the kids if there was anything special that they wanted. And they said, I don't care what we have as long as they're sausage balls. So it's those kinds of things that, you know, when you're gone, when your mom or your dad are gone, what are your kids going to talk about? What's going to keep bringing them together? What's going to keep that family going? When you talk about family community and family culture. So it's just really, really important to me to create meaningful and, long-lasting traditions, as small as they can be, like a Christmas cookie, that your kids and everyone's gathering around and sharing love with one another. So I just really appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap up this video decorating some cookies with you guys. Here's the recipe, so pause and write that down. Now, I've had kids in the military for several years now. That's my daughter. She's over in somewhere far away and has been gone since January. Since May. And she won't come home till the end of January. And it was as if two worlds connected remotely through sugar cookies. And I couldn't help but smile as she called as those cookies were coming out of the oven. And it's those things. It's that feeling. It is a feeling. Tradition gets to the depth of your soul. That's how I can describe it. It's a feeling, and I love it. So I know this time of year, some people can feel bitterness, sadness, maybe even anger from time to time. And I'd encourage you to reach deep and find something to be joyful about, because it really is a season of love and kindness and giving and sharing. And sometimes it's just that act of sharing your time with one another that can be enough to spark a whole new feeling. So I wish you guys all just a very beautiful, wonderful Merry Christmas. And I really appreciate you guys spending time with us over here at 1870s Homestead. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video.